a hot mess. Oh, with Canva, I just trim out the chaos in the timeline. Voila. Try Canva Video today.
3861. 5629. 32 and 8. I messed this up. Sorry, guys. 38, 61. That's crazy minus. 56. 25, 39, 64, 46. That is 8. I know that annoys people, and I 1,500 spent, and then we did it again. We got back 1,700 on 1,500. The packs were actually giving the advice I could. You know, I'm a stranger on the internet, man. Who knows what he's gonna do? It's none of my business either. I just hope he does the right thing. All right, you guys. I love all your faces. Stick to your budgets. I'll see you next video. Peace.
What's going on, y'all? Oh my gosh, 1 second. Oh.
At Georgia Power, we're proud
Georgia Power, Georgia.
From the
Georgia.
and everywhere in between.
Hello.
We're here for you.
Georgia.
That's why we froze base rates last year.
Georgia.
So you have more predictability, stability, and
Oh,
money in
my
your pocket.
mind.
You work hard.
Yeah, that shit is kind of crazy. It is just the teeth that glow.
Energy you can trust.
That is wild.
At a cost
All
you
right,
can depend
I zoomed in on y'all.
Georgia.
Georgia. What is this even? Oh,
Absolutely bonkers, guys. This kid won $1 million on this game.
Alright guys, today I'm going to give you the $1 million reason why we don't have loaner cars. Let's get into it. Let me give you the inspiration behind this video. We watched a short from Matt the Mechanic, and he does a lot of free work for people. He takes donations in from his viewers and his followers. He takes out money and he helps people, which is fantastic. We love that. He had a situation where he was doing free work for someone and they weren't happy, wasn't even done with it yet. He was telling them he got to go through some certain things that he had to do. And anyway, the person he was doing the work for free
Oh,
was
FUT
not
Dookie.
happy with how long it was taking, and he gave them a loaner card. He gave them a loaner card.
This man
His
crazy.
car, a loaner card, for them to drive. He's doing this work for free.
Well, you're also a
and
loser
he's giving
too.
them a car to drive. It's not going the way that they think it should go. And even though he said he's communicating with them and he's letting them know the steps that have to be taken, I mean, it is what it is. It sounded like some pretty major work had to be done on their vehicle. Getting it done for free, remember. And finally they said, I guess the end of it was, come get this loaner car. I don't even want you to trust you anymore. I don't want you to do it. They're bad mouthing them, evidently posting stuff. And I mean, I don't understand it. Anyway, they took his loaner car, and what he was saying was, they said, come get it. We don't want your car. I don't want your car anymore. I'm not even using it. But yet they won't tell him where it is. He can't go get the loaner. He doesn't even know where it's at. And he was asking, like, what should I do on this? And the answer to that is call the police and let them know that somebody has taken your car and they're not returning. You know, you loan them the car, but they're not returning it. I don't know how that's going to work out.
Thanks
I'm
for the
sure there'll be
likes.
plenty of comments on the
Report is stolen.
yeah. I mean,
Thank-
I don't know how that works. But you have to talk to. You need to have a police officer.
I
talk
almost
to them,
got
file a
shot today.
report.
Hi.
There might be
All right,
something where you loan them
Susan,
something, but you want it back. I don't know.
Subet, story time. Please tell us how'd you almost get shot today.
He needs to get his car back. And
How?
I don't know what state he's in, but I will tell you what happened to us and why we no longer have loaner cars. I wish that we did have loaner cars. I really do. There's probably a way we could do it now, but I just, when you hear the story, I would hope that you understand why I have to be, why it kind of
Gun
really
shy.
worries me. Yeah.
Story time.
Here's
I
the
need a story time.
We had loaner cars. We
Or-
had,
or-
3 or 4 loaner cars. They weren't brand new cars. They were cars that we'd taken in. People didn't want to fix. We fixed them, and then we got them back on the road. So not like brand new cars, but they were all clean. They were all, you know, decent cars to drive around. 3 loaners. One of them was a little red Honda Civic. And lady came in. We were doing some work on her car, and we gave her the loaner car.
I need
Yeah,
the
there's
story
a
time.
Contract. It's a rental car contract. It states that, you know, everything as far as the insurance goes is the responsibility of the person, you know, that's giving the car loan to them. It had all the information on there, all their information as far as, you know, insurance information, all that stuff. They signed it.
So I was on my electric scooter.
Well, we're in
Someone tried to
Southeast
shoot
Georgia,
me. I'm about to.
right on the border. We are
I'm
1 mile
about
from
to
Florida.
talking to.
So people here, you're in Florida, you're in Georgia, you're back and forth all the time. In Florida, there is a different statute.
So I was on my electric scooter. Bro, what? There's more to this story, bro. People don't just shoot you for being on an electric scooter.
You know, everything as far as the insurance goes.
There is more to this
the
story.
responsibility of the person, you know,
I'm
that's
8
giving
years
the car loan
old.
to
Bro,
them.
where do you live in
They
the
got all the
hood?
information on there, all their
What the-
information as far as
What is going on, bro?
insurance information, all that stuff. They signed it. Okay.
Why are you just blaming at you
Well, we're in Southeast Georgia,
for no reason?
right on the border. We are 1 mile from Florida. So
What?
people here, you're in Florida, you're in Georgia, you're back and forth all the time. In Florida, there is
Dude,
a different statute.
what were you
or
doing?
There is a certain statute that says
To get blamed at.
if you loan your vehicle, and this could be in many states, I guess, if you loan your vehicle to someone or a vehicle to someone, you are financially responsible for any damage that vehicle might cause, even though you're not driving
What?
it, even though you loaned it and you have a contract. Except dealers. Dealers do not have to worry about that. If you go to a dealership and they give you a loaner car, you're on the hook in Florida. You're on the hook for that one. If you damage or you get in an accident, that's on you. But if you are a little old repair shop, just trying to do a loaner, trying to have a contract, you're on the hook for it. So there's the lobbyists. So now we can say, okay, well, the lobbyists went in and said, oh, well, we don't want our deal. It's the same exact thing. I'm fixing the car. They're fixing the car. I'm loaning someone a car to drive while I fix their car. They're loaning someone a car to drive while they fix the car. But they have a different set of rules to go by. It just, that really bothers me a lot, as you can probably tell, because
I was
we know
just
why that is.
riding. They
Because
shot at me,
they
so
have
I had to
money
call the
that they
police,
can
and my
spend, and
grandma
they buy
picked
off,
me up.
you know, and make sure
Bro,
that,
definitely
people
talk to the
do
police
what
about that. That's not
politics
right.
They want them to do, and we don't have that kind of money.
All right,
So,
Popo
okay.
here. All right, yeah. Yeah, man, definitely
This
go
lady's
talk to
in
them, because that
Florida.
ain't right.
She's on the Buckman Bridge in Jacksonville.
That is not right
For those
at
of
all.
you that know Jacksonville, Florida, and you know the Buckman Bridge, you know it sucks. There's a lot of accidents on that bridge. It's a pretty big bridge, but people go fast. It is what it is. She rear-ended somebody. It was 100% her fault. She rear-ended them. She calls us up. She says, I'm so sorry. We're right in the car, rear-ended somebody. We didn't care about the car. We were like, are you okay? She's like, I'm perfectly fine. She had no injuries. And
All right,
the
man.
car, like I said, it was a
Thank-
little Honda. It was
Thanks for stopping by. Definitely let me know how that turns out for you, man. I am so sorry you had to go through that, because that is fucking scary.
It wasn't like old, but it was old. It was, I don't know.
I think it was an 01, something like that.
It was like 10 or 12 years old, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And it got totaled. Right, the
Yeah.
front end of it was pretty messed up. It got totaled. Okay. Well, didn't think anything else of it, honestly. right at 30 days later, we get 3 letters in the mail. I mean, they were in the mailbox, I want to say on the same day. This is several years ago. And one of them was from the lady's insurance company. One of them was from our insurance company. And one of them was from a very large law firm in Jacksonville, Florida. What people refer to as ambulance chasers. And this law firm, basically her insurance company says, we're not responsible. We're out. They weren't wrong. I mean, by the statute, they knew they didn't have to pay anything. Our insurance company said, obviously this has been filed. We have got paperwork in from this lawyer, and you know we need to figure this out. Okay. And then the lawyer's thing said they were suing us, and you know we had so many days to respond. Blah blah blah. Okay. Well, our insurance company, who I'm still with today, and have been pretty much since the beginning of my business. I want to say I got with them, like I was in business maybe 2 years, and have been with them pretty much the entire time. I think there was 1 year where something happened, but other than that, I've been with them. They obviously have a lawyer that they have. It's a large insurance company. Zurich is who backs them, so large company. The lawyer calls me from Orlando. He says, okay, give me the facts. Okay, go through everything with it. Yes, we have the signed contract. Yes, it has all of her information on it. Yes, she did sign it. We were doing the work on her vehicle at the time. He wanted all of these specifics. Okay. He said, does the contract have a dollar amount on it? I'm like, no, it doesn't have a dollar amount on it. It was a free loaner. And he said, okay, well, that's going to be a problem because it's going to fall into it's a loaner. It's going to fall into you loan the vehicle. And I said, okay, well, for future, should I put a dollar amount on it? Can I put $1? And just, okay, well, we rented it for $1. He said, well, then you go in front of a judge, and the judge is going to rule, that the lawyer is going to say that that's not just compensation, and the judge is probably going to rule that that's not just compensation, so it's pretty much the same thing as a loaner. I'm like, okay, so the law is not really, black and white. It's not really the law. If you charge for something, then it's not a loaner, and if you don't charge for it, if it's free, then it is a loaner. It's got to be a just amount. Well, what's a just amount, right? Is $2 enough? Is $30 enough? I mean, I don't know. Does the judge rent Lamborghinis when he goes somewhere? Do I need to charge $500 a day for it? I mean, I don't know, right? What's just compensation? It's just, again, it's another facet of doing business where it's like, why do I have to think about that? It's crazy that we have to think about this kind of crazy stuff that really shouldn't be a thing. And then the fact that the dealers don't have to worry about it at all. Anyway, we talk to the lawyer. The lawyer says, all right, he gets all the information. He says, here's what's going to happen. Now, this is what he told me. And if this is true, which I have no reason to believe it's not, but if it's true, then this is a problem with our judicial system. This is an issue. He said, this is what's going to happen. In 30 days, we're going to get the medical report. And the medical report is going to state that this person has this injury, this injury, this injury, and this is going to be what they have to do to fix it, blah, blah, and this is what they're going to ask for. He said, and they're asking for $1.1 million. And I said, okay, hold on, I'm confused. Did you already see the medical report? Because you're literally naming vertebrae that have to have, some kind of stuff done to them, and, you're saying it's going to be 30 days. I said, no, I haven't seen a medical report on this accident, but I deal with this lawyer all the time, and it's always the same, pretty much, what he said, always pretty much the same injuries. And I'm like, well, that doesn't seem right to me. I don't understand how the same injuries can occur on every single accident. I mean, can we not go to court and prove that they're like, I don't know how they're, I have my thoughts on how that works, right? I don't know if my thoughts are they must have doctors that are writing up the reports that they paying the doctors to write. I don't know, but I know that it can't be the same injuries every single time. I can understand getting rear-ended and having similar injuries, but this guy's literally naming vertebrae. He's like, well, we can go to court, we can fight it, but the reality is it would cost more to do that and try to prove that than it would be to just pay it. And I'm like, well, that sucks. And I said, okay, so what are, as lawyers will do with you, if anybody's ever had to deal with a lawyer, they'll give you options. They'll say, well, we can go down this path, we can go to court, it's going to be a jury trial, and it's going to, there's going to be things you can say to a jury and things you can't say to a jury about insurance or no insurance and all this stuff. But he's like, if it goes to jury trial, there's a good possibility because the statutes say these things that you will lose. And they're asking for 1.1 million. At the time, we had $1 million coverage. He said, I will tell you that without a question, I've dealt with this lawyer many times, they will come after you for the $100,000. So they're going to, he said, they'll put a lien on everything you got until you pay them the $100,000. I said, okay, what's the other option? He said, the other option is I know that they will accept $500,000 and they'll just say that that's it. They'll accept that as a settlement. And I got to be honest with you, it really bothered me. But what are you going to do? I mean, I can go to court, fight it, being told by the lawyer who's going to do this that we're probably going to lose, and then I'm going to be on the hook for $100,000, or I can let my insurance pay $500,000, and we're out. And that's what they want to do. The insurance company wants to pay them $500,000 to get rid of them. So I said, all right, well, I guess do that. I don't like it. It doesn't feel right to me, but for the sake of my family and my business, I guess we got to do it. So that's what we did. And then sadly, when my insurance came time to renew, they were not going to renew it because now we have a $500,000 loss. And, you know, I was like, okay, well, I really have been with this insurance company since like the beginning of me being in business. And I made a few phone calls to some people that I know there who are fantastic people who really came to me when they first, one person actually, that came to me when they first was really in business and got me involved with this insurance company. And so I called him and I'm like, you know, what can we do? And he's like, well, do you still have the loaner cars? And I said, yeah. Well, if you get rid of the loaner cars, I can make it happen. I said, okay, well, I guess we got to get rid of the loaner cars. So because of a statute that I believe is certainly does not fairly affect all entities equally, right? Because of a law firm that will then use that, and I totally get that. I mean, that's what they do. That's their job. We all go down. You go down to Orlando and you drive through Orlando, and I just remember this because it just is so egregious down there. It's like, Dan won me $1 million. Dan won me $300,000. Dan won, I don't know who Dan is from Adam's House Cat, but Dan is one of these people but here's the kicker. People will say, well, that's the insurance companies pay for that. But the reality is that small business paid for that in some way, shape, or form. Premiums went up, coverage got, you know, I mean, I'm sure there's some companies that, here's the problem is, you have a $500,000 loss with insurance company X. So now they're not going to write you anymore. Okay, well, guess what? When you go to insurance company Y, they're going to ask if you've had any losses. And you have to tell them you've had a $500,000 loss. They might not want to cover you. Because of this kind of situation, luckily, I was able to make this happen and maneuver around and have people that would guide me, that was inside the company that I knew personally, that would say, well, get rid of the loaners and we can make this happen. But what if you're a company that you can't do that? What if something happens and you can't get rid of the thing? What if somebody walks in and slips and then they're going to sue you for, you know, $500,000 or $100,000 or whatever it might be, and now you can't get coverage? Well, now you're out of business. Now a small business has been put out of business because of these rules and these things that I'm fine with as long as they're equally distributed.
Scratches on Saturday big game, and it's a $60 one. We're going to start with 3 of the $5 bonus blowout. And this one has a minimum prize of $25, and we match the winning numbers or find a bill symbol which auto wins. $50, $100, $500 burst symbol wins those amounts of money. And you got back scratch there, and that's another chance to win. And we are going to start with the numbers 4, 11, 1, and 14.
Otherwise known as stick framing. But the fact is, stick frame homes are going to last about 70 years before they need major repair or even replacement. Now you compare that to affordability. To understand why the affordability of stick framing is so important to us here in America, we're going to have to take a look at 4 factors that play a part in making the American home building experience so unique. The first factor to take a look at here is the average home size of homes in America versus outside of America. Now, if you consider population distribution, the average home size outside the United States is 900 square feet, or about 84 square meters. Now, in the United States, that number, 2,450 square feet, or 228 square meters. That is crazy. This is a 270% larger home in the U.S. than outside the U.S. So keep that one in your back pocket for just a sec. The second factor is habitable land. That just means land that you can actually develop and live on and be fairly comfortable. In the rest of the world, again, population distribution included, that's 0.5 acres is the average. Here in the United States, 2.75 acres. It is 550% larger per capita than the rest of the world. We have a lot more land to work with. Now, that doesn't mean that every individual in the United States owns 3 acres of land. It just means we have a lot of land to work with for these homes. The third factor of affordability of stick-framed homes is the average household size. Outside the U.S., we're looking at 3.6 people in each home. Inside the U.S., 2.5. That means there are less people to actually bring in money to pay for the house itself. And the fourth factor of affordability is the average age of first-time home buyers. In the rest of the world, it averages out to 31. Here in the United States, it's pretty close to that. It's 33 years old. So that begs the question. How the heck is a 33-year-old American expected to pay for a house that is 270% larger, sitting on 550% more land, and do that and pay for that with 30% less people in the house? Well, you can see why an affordable house is essential here in America. And let's take a look at what makes stick framing actually affordable. It breaks down like this. Thanks to the lower cost of the material like this, as well as the affordability and the mass amounts of laborers that are able to work with not only 2x4s but also drywall, that means that the average U.S. home, again around 2,450 square feet, is going to cost an American $397,000 to build. That same house built out of masonry is going to cost $544,000. It's about 37% more. And the fact is, if you give us the choice, most of us, 37% less? No, we're going to take the extra space that comes with stick framing. There is a new alternative, though, that we need to talk about, and that is 3D printed concrete houses. These can often be created for around the same price as stick frame exterior walls, and sometimes they're actually even cheaper. They're fast, and they come with many of the benefits of concrete walls, but there are a few things to be aware of. Number one, reinforcing 3D printed concrete walls is possible, but it's not easy or common, at least not yet. Two, the technology to 3D print walls is very much in its infancy, and it's expected to get better over time. But for now, making multi-story homes, for example, especially ones with a very large footprint, is a challenge. And three, while the process can be fast and efficient, there are major limitations in terms of flexibility, systems integration, and more. That being said, the options that are opened up to us by using 3D printing are kind of unreal, and I'm pretty excited to see where this is going to take us in the future. Now, myself, I'm super dorky and nerdy. I actually had a whole 3D printing channel because I've owned dozens of 3D printers, and I've actually been playing around a lot lately with this new type of filament called PEBA, or PEBA. PEBA allows me to 3D print airless tennis balls, airless basketballs, and other bouncy or flexible items that just haven't been possible in the past. In fact, the sponsor of today's video, Symbatron, sent me some of their mind-blowing PEBA filament, and it was so bouncy and easy to print with using my existing 3D printers that I found myself wanting to try all kinds of prints with it, including custom rings like these. This material opens up all kinds of new doors for 3D printing that I've never even been able to consider until now. Imagine printing soft and comfortable shoes, airless basketballs, prosthetics, wearables, and more, all right from your own 3D printer right at home. TPU and other flexible materials like that, it really can't keep up with what Symbatron's PEBA can do. For more information, check out the link in the description below or head to symbatron.com. We'll see where 3D printing takes us in the future, but stick framing, with its low price and easy availability, this is here to stay. Being affordable to work with, however, is really just the first reason of why stick framing is so popular here in the U.S. The second reason is speed. Dimensional lumber in the U.S. has been popular literally for centuries, and a big part of that is because of how fast homes are able to be built using these 2x4s. The U.S. has grown super fast since its inception, so over the last few centuries we've had to find ways to build homes quickly. Take a look at how high the population growth percentages have been in the U.S., in orange, versus the rest of the world in blue. As a country, we grew insanely fast for hundreds of years, only slowing down, kind of, in the early to mid-20th century. With all that growth comes massive demand for new homes. We've got plenty of land to work with, we just don't have enough homes to build, and the bottleneck is oftentimes the speed, and that's why having a fast way to build is super crucial for us. Speaking of demand, estimates say that we're actually about 3 to 7 million homes shy of what the demand requires right now in the United States. Now there's a bunch of reasons for this. First, we've actually been underbuilding in the United States since the housing crash of 2008. Second, we've experienced labor and material shortages. And the third reason is because of zoning. A lot of places require that you have single-family homes. And the fourth and final reason is because of rising land prices throughout the United States. If we as a nation adopted masonry, we would actually have more of an issue with the availability of homes because they just take longer. So stick framing actually helps us to resolve that discrepancy that we have between the availability of homes and the need for homes throughout the U.S. On the topic of building and framing, we're offering a DIY basement course to save you tens of thousands of dollars by doing your basement all on your own. If you're interested, there's links in the description below. Thanks. To help put this in perspective, let's take a look at that average U.S. home we talked about before, 2,450 square feet. How long would it take to build that the United States way with stick framing like this and drywall and everything versus, let's say, the way a German house is built? Now don't get me wrong, German houses are honestly fantastic. They're well engineered, they're sturdy, they're great, just take a lot longer to build. So the question is, how long? If you were to actually build these side by side in the United States with our labor and the way our systems work at least, the stick frame house is going to take about 6 to 7 months. This is average, pretty normal amount of time for a house like that here in the U.S. If you do the German way, we're looking at somewhere between 10 and 15 months. That's like double. And so if you see the amount of demand that we have for new houses here in the U.S., and you say, oh, we're going to slow the housing process, the building process down, and we're going to double that time, we just can't go for that. Let me give you an example that's real world. This is from my life just a couple of years ago. We actually paid a home building company to build us a rental house that was 3,400 square feet, so quite a bit bigger than the average U.S. home. They actually let us customize just about everything in it. All of the colors, the textiles, the cabinetry, you name it. They even let us make some bigger decisions around where the entry was and different things like that. And all of this after we picked our model out or our layout from multiple plans that they had available. They actually built that whole thing from start to finish in 4 months. 4 months, that's just kind of nuts. So definitely faster than average, especially given the size. But these home building companies with stick framing, they know how to do it fast and they know how to do a good job. That house has been rented out that whole time and it's doing a great job because it was built quickly and the technology is there to do it well. Now, I may or may not have been at the construction site just about every day, or every night I should clarify. I was just checking out how fast they were going. It was fascinating to see how quickly this house could go from a dirt field to a hole in the ground to a full-framed house in just a few months. Our country has been figuring out how to make homes faster and faster for centuries. They're making them better, they're making them stronger, and even though we figured out how to keep it affordable and how to do it fast, all of that is totally dependent on one last thing, and that is our third reason, America's natural resources.
Today we're unboxing Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear. Wow, these wavy edges tear so much better than ordinary squares, and it's way softer. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear, definitely recommend. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
I was today years old when I learned that Iams Pet Food from Mars made an app that can instantly give me insights into my dog's poop consistency. Yep, you heard that right. Just cover your nose, snap a poopy pic, and upload to the app.
I've learned how to live with hidradenitis suppurativa and the pain that comes with it. It's a part of who I am. With Bimzelx, I'm back to fewer HS symptoms.
Many saw at least a 50% reduction, with some even seeing 75% reduction. And many felt less pain. Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to say, I'm back to fewer HS symptoms.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
It's no surprise that the earliest homes in America were built really the same way that the original inhabitants built them back in their native countries. So people who came from, for example, Holland or England or Germany, they built them the same way they already knew how to. And that was using a lot of post and beam construction and then mortise and tenon joinery. This was pretty common through all homes here. Now you add to that the fact that these old growth woods like chestnut and pine and oak, they were everywhere here in America. You can find pretty much anything you need. It was super inexpensive. What wasn't so abundant though was the skilled labor to work these massive timbers. Not to mention the fact that nails back in those days were made by hand, one at a time, by blacksmiths. So they were not cheap. Fast forward to the 1700s, and we saw the advent of the water-powered sawmill, and that honestly changed everything. That meant instead of working with these huge, massive timbers that were super difficult and cumbersome, the sawmills could create dimensional lumber. These were the early edition of 2x4s, 2x6s, things like that. And that changed a few things. Number one, it meant that people who wanted to build houses didn't need to pay a skilled craftsman to work with it. They could actually train up people, and more laborers got into the field. Now, add to that the fact that nails started to become mass-produced, and nails and 2x4 together, match made in heaven. That made home building so much faster, so much easier, and it definitely standardized things as well. By the 1800s, a new standard had come along, and that's called balloon framing. If you're not familiar with that, just think of blowing up a balloon where it's all empty inside. It's the same concept. They took really long 2x4s, we're talking 20, 40 feet long 2x4s, and then they would create this outside shell of the home, basically, and then when they wanted to add floors, they would just add them one at a time and attach them to the frame on the outside. Now, balloon framing was awesome, and it moved things forward, but it had one major drawback, and that is fire. Because they actually built the floors after the fact, there were gaps in between the floors and the exterior walls, which meant fire could travel from the basement to the first floor, to the second floor, to the roof, and the whole house would burn down. If it caught fire, it's a goner. So, not a great thing. Moving into the early 1900s, we saw the adoption of what's called platform framing. And this is actually the same way we build houses today. The difference between platform framing and balloon framing is that with platform framing, you actually build each floor one at a time, stacked on top of one another. This creates an easy and natural separation between each floor. Over the last 100 or so years, building code has been developed and enforced to make these dimensional lumber homes safer, stronger, and more efficient. Today, every home built in America is built on a concrete foundation or a cement slab, so we do use concrete, it's just in the foundation, and there are strict codes to ensure proper framing, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC guidelines are followed. Another factor that's often overlooked here is the rigidity and strength that comes from adding sheathing over dimensional lumber. A framed house with no sheathing can fall relatively easily, but once you add sheets of plywood and OSB and drywall to it, every fastener adds strength to the overall structure, making homes much sturdier than the framing on its own. I have to add that throughout this entire process, America has had the advantage of having not only an abundant lumber supply, but also an efficient transportation system so that we can get 2x4s and sheet goods and trusses and everything that we need anywhere they're needed in the country. Over the course of several centuries, America has built this amazing infrastructure that really revolves around these stick frame homes. And with that, they've made the homes better and better every year, and they've learned how to do it quicker and quicker as well. Now, I'm not here to tell you that dimensional lumber is in any way stronger or more durable than concrete and masonry homes that we see in other locations. That's generally speaking not the case, but don't get me wrong, these houses can last hundreds and hundreds of years. In fact, the house that I grew up in the East Coast, was built in the 1800s, and our family of 8 lived there for quite a while, and there's a family living there today. It's doing just fine. Not only is it doing fine, but it withstood a lot while we lived there. 5 siblings, we had a lot of fights. We actually had a game that we called Ding Ding, where we take sleeping bags and put them over our heads, and so just our feet were free at the bottom. We'd split up into teams. We'd go into the second floor hallway, where it was a long, skinny hallway with wooden stairs on either end, and we would beat the heck out of each other until the winners were the last 2 or 3 standing up at the top. So we had a lot of fun with that one, and that house stood fine. But I digress. So there were a lot of houses actually in the areas near where I grew up that were built in the 1600s. All stick framing, dimensional lumber, same kind of thing, a lot of lath and plaster over there, and they're holding up great even today. Though I don't know if anybody's actually played Ding Ding in them. So between standardization, lower cost, and faster build times, not to mention our familiarity as a country with how to use these the most efficient way possible, I believe that stick framing is going to be around for decades and decades, if not centuries, still to come. Now that said, that doesn't mean that we can't partner that technology with other technologies, even some that involve concrete and masonry. Insulated concrete forms, or ICF, is one that I've been keeping an eye on because I think I might actually want to build my next house using exterior walls out of ICF and interior walls and trusses with dimensional lumber. It only adds about 3 to 5% to the cost to use this ICF. It's reinforced, it's fairly easy to work with, and it partners beautifully with dimensional lumber like this. So, what do you think? Is stick framing here to stay, or are technologies like ICF and 3D printing and other things eventually going to take over completely? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are if you drop them in the comments below. On the topic of home sizes, you may have noticed that garages are getting smaller and smaller every year, to the point where when you open your car door, you're likely to hit the wall or another car. Why is that? To see the fascinating breakdown of why this is happening, check out this video right here. I'm Nils with Learn to DIY. Thanks for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to meet Ares. This is the most sophisticated security program ever written. You want to shake his hand? Go ahead. It is a fight. Ares has billions of lines of code unique to him. Is it alive? That depends on your definition, Stuart. Because unlike you, he's biblically strong, lightning fast, and supremely intelligent. He is fully proprietary and 100% expendable. Ares is the ultimate soldier. He needs no food, no water, sheds no blood, and if by some miracle he is struck down on the battlefield, I will simply make you another.
Ese mismo delicioso sabor de Louisiana que a todos les encanta de nuestro pollo. Se lo hicimos también al crujiente Alaskan flounder y butterfly shrimp.
The things I love about visiting Maine are the flexibility in the clothing. I can dress up and I know I'm going to feel sharp and feel confident what I'm wearing.
Success starts with what you wear.
Take off your blindfolds. I just trapped this ex-boyfriend and his ex-girlfriend in the middle of the wilderness. And they spend the next 30 days here. I will give them $250,000.
I hate you.
Grant and Ashley were in a relationship until he cheated on her on national television.
You are my least favorite person.
I ain't been the best. Welcome to the camp.
Oh no, I know him.
I told a little bit of a lie. It's not just you and your ex-girlfriend. It's you and your 5 ex-girlfriends. Come on, let's go meet the exes.
Hi. Nice to meet you guys. It's awkward.
Whoever's left, at the end of 30 days, we'll split that $250,000.
We should probably start collecting some wood. Nice to see you guys.
All right, have fun getting the firewood.
Now that I'm out here, I'm going to just pretend I'm out here alone.
Does anyone have anything nice to say about Grant?
He did write me a song.
He sang me a song too.
He wrote me a song and then played it for another girl.
I'm just going to focus on surviving as best I can out here.
While he's building the fire by himself, all his exes are gossiping about him.
He does put on a good show. Like, he pretends to be perfect. Guys, how many bad stories do we have?
And the gossip continued for hours, even into the night.
It's, mortifying to, even be associated with him.
This is why I'm single. Women are scary. I don't think that's why you're single. Jimmy, this is every man's worst nightmare.
And it was about to get even worse.
Hi. So what do you guys want to do today?
Nothing with you.
Ashley, we haven't even talked. Why are you so mad?
I'm not angry because, this didn't work out.
How about get to know me again?
I don't want to.
And I didn't know it, but this would become the most intense revenge story I've ever seen.
I'm out for revenge. There was never a point where it was going to be his money.
Your plan this whole time was to punish me?
He's trying to manipulate me and make himself feel better.
This is your last chance, Ashley. I'm not joking.
You were the most disgusting man. Grant, I love you.
They've lost their minds.
How was the first night, everybody?
We're having a great time.
Yeah.
Good. Fun.
To celebrate 24 hours in the woods, I have a secret for each side.
I'm scared.
Come with me, Grant.
Every 5 days, you're gonna have the ability to send one of them home. Until there's just one left.
What I'm about to tell you, he has no idea. The secret for the 5 of you is, whatever X's are left at the end, can just choose to steal the money from Grant, sending him home with nothing.
I love it. This is karma.
On the morning of day 3, Grant got up extra early and immediately got to work building a shelter. And as you can imagine, the girls weren't too pleased.
Starbucks at 6 a.m. Please shut up.
Grant, you have a tent. You don't need to build a house. Like, this is so crazy.
Girl said I don't need to build a house because I have a tent. What I say? We're out here for a month. It's about to get cold.
I never saw the appeal to camping, and I can honestly say I still don't.
I don't know how long I will last because everyone here works out for fun, and I take naps for fun.
Jimmy has kind of set this up where I'm having to live in the mess that I've made. Most people don't get to have all their mistakes in one place for 30 days.
Good morning. It's day 5. That means Mr. Beast is coming today.
It is elimination day, and I have to choose who I am sending home.
Come on over!
No, I'm scared. There's hearts. Stop.
Grant, you're on this side, you know, where the hammer is.
Oh, wow.
He's gonna hammer our hearts. He's already done that in real life.
You always got something up your sleeve. This one's a fun one.
Oh, it's fun.
Every 5 days, Grant is going to have to send one of you home until just one of you remain. And if that person and Grant are still here on day 30, you will both split the $250,000 back at camp.
All the ones who go home don't get anything, I assume.
No.
Wow.
What?
Wow. That was not expected.
So you could be here for 20 days and get nothing.
Wow, Grant, you're lucky.
You're guaranteed money. Being rewarded for being a cheater, isn't that nice?
Excellent choice of words.
Interesting choice of words before the heart smash.
Yeah, I would be a little nicer to him. Maybe say like very handsome or very.
So handsome.
Yeah.
So that was Grant's secret. Do you know what their secret is yet? Did any of you tell them?
I don't know what their secret is. You gave me a pretty heavy weight. All these girls want something out of this, and now I have to take it away, and it's not an easy decision to make.
Okay, ladies, the floor is yours.
Yeah, we made it this far, so I don't think any of us want to give up.
I'm not here to beg to stay. I think we all are here for a reason.
Well, it's been enough time. Whenever you're ready, Grant, pick up that hammer and choose which of these 5 hearts you're going to break.
The Grim Reaper.
Oh my god.
It's mine. It's mine. He's getting it.
Oh, whoa. Whoa. So, Grant, tell us, why did you choose to eliminate Amy?
I was back and forth until you made that statement.
Being rewarded for being a cheater, isn't that nice?
We could talk another time.
That was the deciding factor? Because I made a comment? I wish I never came here.
Out of all of Grant's exes, he and Ashley had the longest and most serious relationship.
I was convincing myself this was the person I wanted to marry one day. Grant and Ashley had their moment where he publicly humiliated her.
Plus, Grant still had no idea that the girls could use their secret to steal all the money from him at the end.
He fully thinks he's getting half of that money. I think he forgot about the secret. So me, Alyssa, Julie, and Ashley just came up with a plan to steal all of Grant's money for ourselves. He fully thinks this is a show about himself and him building a house. He lacks self-awareness. We really want Ashley to get her revenge.
The goal is to have me at the end and to be able to steal the money from him.
And the first part of their plan was to make Grant feel bad for Ashley.
Now is my time to shine as an actress. I want to pretend like I'm crying right now. That's a good idea.
Hey, Ashley. Can you talk real quick?
I need a minute.
All right, come out and talk to me when you're ready, okay?
I have eye drops. Project manipulation is the next step.
I know you resent me from everything that I've done.
It's just like not easy to know you've moved on.
Thank you for telling me that.
And while the other girls were enjoying watching Ashley's performance, something else was going on with Alyssa, who's been pretty quiet up until this point.
This is a lot harder than what it looks like. It is absolutely freezing out here. I haven't showered in days, and I haven't had a proper meal. Hey, Grant, do you have time to talk?
Yeah, of course. Whatever.
I came to this challenge thinking that my mental side would get better, but it's not. I've decided that I'm gonna leave tonight.
Tonight?
It's so cold,
And dirty and bug.
and I can't shower.
And look.
And after Alyssa left, Grant started putting a little more effort into the girls' experience.
Welcome to Princess Land in the Woods. They're waking up to coffee.
I don't want creamery.
I'm gonna make them breakfast. No.
Grant is saying he's gonna give us the princess treatment.
Would you guys be cool if I cleaned all the pots? Maybe I could build something else for us.
You know, it'd be fun, a swing that you actually can swing back and forth. I would love that.
Okay. Let me get creative. I can figure it out.
Thank you.
Alright, the girls want me to build a swing set, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Just like I had hoped, being out here in the wilderness and working on projects together, like the swing set and Grant shelter, seemed like it was actually starting to bring these people together.
Visualize the $250,000 that we're going to take from this man.
Or maybe I was just being a little optimistic. But regardless, it was now day 10, which meant it was time for a check-in. And since Alyssa had left early, I sent our contestants something they weren't expecting.
Hey, welcome everybody. Talk to me about the last 5 days of the wilderness.
It's been a lot of work. Built them a swing set, and we lost one. There's only 3 girls now.
Oh,
I'll just get rid of this.
Alyssa!
well, unfortunately for you, Grant, you still have a hard decision to make tonight. You've got to choose only one of these girls to join you in a luxury cabin that comes with a masseuse, shower, hot tub, all the bells and whistles.
Oh, I'm good.
I'll go without. I think Ashley and Grant have a lot to work out. It could be good for bonding. Like,
Sure.
At the end of the day, it is your decision.
Ashley, let's do it.
yay! Thank you guys so much.
It seems like you guys had no interest whatsoever in this cabin.
It's playing out exactly how we were wanting it to. Wow.
Once they got in the cabin, it seemed like Grant and Ashley were actually mending their relationship.
This was like a treat. Like, I guess it's gonna feel good to, like, know that we don't have bad blood anymore.
That is, until this happened.
Heck yeah.
Does anyone have anything nice to say about Grant?
He did like write me a song. He wrote me a song and then played it for another girl.
That's, it's been a long time.
Hearing the song that Grant played for another girl seemed to put Ashley in a sour mood. And when the cabin day was over, she brought that energy back to camp.
I don't want to feel the way I feel about you right now.
Inviting you to the cabin was pointless. Do you care about making actual amends, or are you just, like, going through the motions?
If I was just going through the motions, I would have left by now.
I just feel like it was pointless.
The girls had noticed Grant and Ashley still weren't getting along. But if Ashley was going to get to the end, they would have to find a way to convince Grant to eliminate one of them next. And so they came up with an idea. If Julie and Abby were mean to Grant, it might just make him want to keep Ashley until the end.
Grant,
Yeah.
I came out here earlier, super kind to you, said good morning. You said absolutely nothing to me. Met me with not kindness. Do you realize that how you're gonna look?
Julie, I have nothing to prove to you or anyone else.
You single-handedly destroyed this entire situation.
Oh,
You were
I
set up
destroyed
with
it.
success to go to the end and win that money, and you have literally...
I will be here at the end.
I know,
It
that's
is
what I'm
my
saying.
decision who I take with me
That's
and
what
who
I'm
makes my
saying.
life easiest. And right now, none of you make it easy.
You were the most disgusting man.
Go back in your time. We don't have to talk. Forget about it.
I feel bad for your family.
I feel bad for your family. That's crazy.
And it may have worked, because the next day, it seemed like their plan was back on course.
Tomorrow is elimination day, and I need to pick someone to send home. Julie really has surprised me, especially with what she was saying yesterday. The only reason that I'm not sending Ashley home is because I feel like we've taken yet another step, and I do want to see her succeed.
So for the check-in on day 15, Julie was more than ready to go home. But that would all depend on if their plan had worked. How's it going?
We missed you.
I missed the four of you. The last 5 days, how have they been?
They told me that I was disgusting.
You were the most disgusting man.
If for some reason they all got so tired of me that they left, and I stayed there 30 days, do I still get the money?
It has to be you and one of your ex-girlfriends at the end, or no one wins the money.
Okay. Anything else you think we should talk about? I think I should just go ahead and do it. Oh.
Whoa.
Love that for me. Do you wish you the best?
I wish you the best, too.
And I hope one day you can look back at all of this and learn and grow.
You know I have to ask. No one's told him the secret.
No.
If it ends up being you and him at day 30,
There's not a doubt in my mind I'm stealing that money.
at this point, there was only 2 girls left. So Abby decided to make sure that Grant would bring Ashley until the end.
I would like you and Ashley to be next to each other. What's happening?
Come on in.
Okay.
I obviously caused you a lot of pain, so we both have fault.
What are you trying to get out of this?
We are equally imperfect. See?
That is my favorite quote of yours.
On day 20, if you could tell me with all seriousness that we are equally imperfect, I'll keep you.
That is just no deal.
So you think that you're better than the person next to you?
That statement's not coming out of my mouth. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, 4 days.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And you think that's fair?
Absolutely.
Okay.
For us to make amends, you have to think that.
This whole equally imperfect statement, I'm not sure if it's something that he has used as a coping mechanism in his mind, but I would not say that our mistakes are equal. I'm doing my best to keep my calm with the situation and the plan, but I cannot stand this man by any means.
And with her frustration building, Ashley struggled to stick to the plan.
Grant.
Don't know Domino's $9.99 best deal ever? Just pick your crust. Maybe pan pizza.
Gluten-free crust?
Thin and crispy too. Load on up to 7 toppings like
Bacon, 3 different types of cheeses.
green peppers, and get it all for under $10. Only at Domino's.
I'm not really sure what year it was. I know I still had my dollhouse. It looked just like our real house. Some dolls were always busy. Others were always doing the important work. There was a little girl doll. That's me.
Very, very cute cat. Thanks. Yours too. Mine socks. I look like I've had.
Back then, we still believed in this world. I guess it's easier to accept a story than believe that the people around you are monsters.
Agnes Mackenzie, this is Daisy. Make her feel comfortable. Daisy, where do you hail from?
Canada. I imagine Canada's very different from here. Which makes me wonder, what did you come here for?
We gather here tonight to bring women back to their rightful place.
I have to save those girls.
Just get close to her.
Changed ever since she's been around. Can that be a good thing?
Why is everybody being so touchy?
Nobody cares what we want. This is our whole lives.
There comes a time when you have to take action. You have to choose your own destiny.
Your body will tempt you into impulsive decisions.
We need to destroy everything.
We had no idea what we were capable of. It was time for us to change things.
'Cause you're a dream to me.
You're not playing very nice here.
Ashley, you're basically saying that you'd rather go home than forgive me.
I haven't decided if 125K is worth my integrity or not yet.
You do you.
All right, Grant, if you admit you're in love with me, I will tell you what you want to hear.
Ashley still hadn't said the words that Grant wanted to hear, so Abby decided to give her a little bit of encouragement.
You're gonna have to say some things you don't want to say. I have to. I want to stay. I want to fight through this. I appreciate you pushing me.
And so Ashley made the trek over to Grant's tent in order to make amends.
I'm sorry.
Since day one, I have came to you like this, open-hearted, open-minded. I'm asking you.
You have to just sit here and agree with everything he's saying.
Is it selfish or is it good for the both of us?
I think it's really good for both of us.
There you go.
I'm gonna sprinkle in a few lies here and there. I don't resent you. Then I just end up back in a place where I love you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I think it was a pretty good conversation.
He really wants to hear me say that we are equally imperfect. Even with my stunning acting skills, I just don't know if I can do it.
You have to mean it.
I will. I'm just not ready to say it yet.
I like that.
And Grant seemed to be satisfied for now, because in the next few days, things were looking up.
Good morning, day 19.
Day 19.
The next elimination is looming, so I've come to the point where I have to be nice and help Grant build his house. Think about how much faster you could finish your house if I'm here for another 10 days.
That is a good point. We'll see how hard you work today.
We're about halfway through the day now, and things have been great. Ashley's had a great attitude all day. I've been in a good mood. Now, I'm really considering what's going to happen tomorrow. All right, the house is rained up. We're going to go to the swamp, grab some brush, and then we'll close it all up. Just grab a bundle like this, then stand to the side. This is all I needed. I think Ashley is finally understanding that holding that grudge and that resentment against me is doing her more harm than it's helping her.
Might have misjudged how much I can carry.
Despite the day going well, the girls were nervous that Grant knew their plan.
I'm just so paranoid that he knows.
There's not a thought in that mind other than building it.
And while Grant was focused on finishing his house, there was still one thing he wanted from Ashley.
I still don't know whether she's going to come to the conclusion that we are equally imperfect individuals and we have never been able to cross this bridge. So if I pick you, Ashley, what does the next 10 days look like?
I'll probably wake up every single day, super ambitious, to give you foot rubs and
Just no need for
make
that.
you coffee. I would like to think that Grant will keep me here, but you really never know.
If I pick Abby, I'm sure it'll be smooth sailing. Now, if I pick Ashley, it could be a chance at finally making amends. The decision tonight really matters. Hey, welcome back! Did you miss me?
I want to throw up every time I'm here.
Not because of me.
No, never.
Okay, well, before we move on, Grant, you have a decision to make today that's slightly different than all your previous ones.
Okay.
You have to decide between smashing one of the two hearts or delay that till day 25, and we do a challenge at $50,000 to the prize pool.
Hey, I mean, I gotta eliminate one of them anyway. 5 days, it's okay. Yeah, let's do it. Challenge? Challenge. Okay, follow me.
Every time I'm so sure I'm leaving, I'm not.
We just like having you out here. All right, welcome to the challenge. Let's hop up. Thanks for the ride, Chandler. For this challenge, we have a giant airdrop over here, courtesy of PUBG Mobile. Inside this airdrop is letters from your family, lots of food, everything you complain about in your vlogs, and so much more, plus $50,000. And to win it, you just have to work as a team. Each of you will have 3 arrows, and if your team can manage to hit all 3 targets, the PUBG Mobile airdrop and money are yours. All you have to do is work together to hit those 3 targets.
We can do that.
I'm gonna state the obvious. Actually, you can't shoot him.
Got it. I say you try to hit the furthest one.
I think you should go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the furthest one first.
Okay. $50,000 on the line. He did it! Grant!
I don't think they're doing that, Jimmy.
Okay, look at that target on fire!
Abby,
What?
hit the close one.
Okay.
You got it. Make sure safety's off, too.
Can someone help me do that too?
Yeah?
All right, look, we're all working together.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, the safety's on?
Yes, it is.
She did it! She did it! You did it!
prize.
2 for 3. And if you guys want to shoot a crossbow yourself, make sure you download PUBG Mobile, the most popular mobile game with multiple gameplays in the world.
Just don't talk for a second, please.
Okay. She did it! She had more targets than you! Come on over here, and as a reward, we brought you guys a bunch of food supplies.
Is that a welding mask or something?
Yes, that's a welding mask and a frying pan. Weapons used in PUBG Mobile. But the thing I think you'll care about more is letters from home. Here you go.
Oh, nice.
There's a bunch of letters for you guys from your family, from your friends, rooting for you, cheering you on. See you on day 25. Take care. The next check-in on day 25 is going to change everything. It's either going to be the best day of Grant's life or the literal worst.
I have a letter from my family here. Dear Grant, I wanted to take a moment to write you something from the heart.
Dear Aunt Abby, you aren't just cool aunt, you are also the best friend I ever had.
As your dad, I want you to know how incredibly proud I am of you.
I missed you so much, and don't give up. Love Collins, and say hi to Mr. B.
It seemed like the serenity of nature was starting to give Grant and Ashley a path to forgiveness. But Grant was still holding to his ultimatum, and Ashley was still unwilling to say that they were equally imperfect.
Ashley, if you're not able to say that, hey, we are both equally imperfect, go home.
No, I don't have to.
Abby, I'm gonna send her home on day 25. I have drawn plenty of lines and I've never held to it. If I don't send her home, I'll be breaking a promise to myself, which I've done my whole life. Abby, it's happening.
I wanted her to have the moment at the end. And I feel like I have to tell her because I don't want her to be embarrassed. Grant told me there's nothing you can do. He's gonna crush your heart.
I'm just trying to think if there's any strategy play here. Because I could tell him if he sends me home that I can promise he's going home with nothing.
If I stay the 30 days, do I still get the money?
It has to be you and one of your ex-girlfriends at the end, or no one wins the money.
Okay.
I don't think that's good. My worst fear is that he leaves and that could screw us all over. Why don't we spend the day, think about it, and then see?
After everything Grant has put me through, I need to try to make him keep me till the end. So it makes no difference to you that I actually do need that money, right? You might regret getting rid of me.
It seemed like she was insinuating that it might be detrimental to my success here if I send her home. If your secret 100% gives you the opportunity to send me with nothing, I'll just leave. I'll go home now. I don't care.
Ashley, I just don't want him to pack up his stuff and leave, which is exactly what I was worried about when I pulled you and sat you down and told you. My worst fear is that he leaves and that could screw us all over.
I'm just trying to make it feel like this was worth it to stay this whole time for me. This is not your game, and I need him to pick me.
It seemed like Abby was starting to realize that playing this game for Ashley might not be in her best interest.
Day 23, eliminations in 2 days. Ashley is no longer following the plan. Grant is now threatening to leave, and I will do whatever I can to make sure that I get to the end with him. Ashley, day 1 felt like it's her place to, with our secret, in the end, hurt you because you embarrassed her on TV. It's not fair to me for my story to be making sure I sabotage, and she goes to me, and just to punish you for what you did to her on TV. So I can promise you, I want you to stay. I will not hurt you in the end. You haven't done anything to me, and my story's not going to be punishing you. So, I realized that at some point she didn't care about me at all. And I think that's, that I was just a pawn, so I'm sure that's where I'm at. It's fine. I don't need an apology. I just...
I know. It's much more disgusting behavior of her to take it all.
I just need some... I just want to walk for a second. Sorry, y'all.
Thank you, Abby. The conversation ends, and I still am not 100% sure whether Abby's going to keep her word to me. Does Abby have an allegiance to Ashley?
Grant still doesn't know what their secret is, just that it can be used to hurt him in the end. So, Grant planned to use one of the very few things he knew about Abby to his advantage.
I believe in God, and I have a relationship with him.
Abby, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
You're still on board?
Yes, 100%. Nothing to worry about.
Like, Abby, you like a swear on the
Yes,
Bible.
I swear.
I have a Bible.
Yes, I swear. I swear. I solemnly swear.
Okay. That does make me feel better, actually.
Yeah.
That was my first act of strategy this entire time, and it worked.
I take my faith very seriously, and I'm like, either you trust me at this point or send me home, but I'm wiping my hands clean.
There's just something in the back of my mind that knows how good Grant is at manipulating. I'm thinking she might have switched teams.
I feel like I've been a team player this whole time, and Ashley hasn't thought about me at all.
Jimmy's got a ton of tricks up his sleeve, so on that stage tomorrow, anything can happen.
New CBS Wednesday.
They didn't apply. They were chosen.
Welcome.
I'm a Michelin star chef. 8 came here. I don't care what their experience is, I'm gonna win. I'm so ready.
America's Culinary Cup. New CBS Wednesday.
Hey, Minna, turn up the music. Hey, Minna, is this slow-mo? Never mind, Minna.
Extensionist Mascara by L'Oreal Paris for lashes that rise 5 millimeters closer to your brows. You're worth it.
I never thought I could shake this heartache until I saw your light, and it's got me feeling like life is good again. Life is good again. Yeah, in my darkest times, you got me feeling like I've been walking on air. Day 25. How's it going?
Hi.
You guys are quiet. Not gonna say anything?
I feel sick. This is just a lot of nerves.
Grant, buddy. It's been a few days. This is gonna be one of the most brutal moments of your life. How do you even begin to decide?
It's not easy. I didn't come here to hurt anyone, and I've kind of just based it off of how people are showing up in the camp, how they're treating each other, and attitude.
Attitude. Oh boy. Ashley.
It is unfortunate that this was the one chance we had to make amends, and he has repeatedly said he owes me nothing, so it's his opportunity to prove it.
Okay. Abby.
I'm proud of myself. I think my family and God will be proud of me too. So I'm just happy that I made it this far.
I got one thing I want to say. Just
Go for it. Take your time.
I wrote this up this morning, actually.
If Grant says the wrong thing here, he could potentially go home with nothing.
He might regret getting rid of me.
But Grant had a plan to make sure Abby would keep her promise and split the money with him.
I want you to stay. I will not hurt you in the end.
Like, Abby, you like a swear on the
Yes,
Bible.
I swear.
Through all my mistakes, I have been an unfaithful servant of God, and I feel like at times I hurt more people than I've helped. These life lessons have been solidified in my heart. Love fiercely because you are loved. Forgive quickly because you have been forgiven. Give grace because you have been given plenty. God has given us the gift of free will, so we must use it wisely. And anyone that's not giving you peace, forgive them and set them free. So with that,
After Grant smashes this next heart, I'm going to reveal the girl's secret, and it's about to change everything.
Should be used to shattering my heart by now.
Ashley, I hope you find God. I hope you find peace. And I forgive you. And I finally forgive myself.
I feel like you do owe me more than you owe anyone else. I didn't really come here for the money. This was the one chance we had to make amends.
I wanted to see us make amends, but I have to stick to my word.
I need him to pick me.
Dang. Well, think it's time. Back on day one, I gave both sides a secret. The secret I told them is whatever girl was last would get to, instead of splitting the prize pool with you, steal the entire prize pool. So, We don't need this anymore. He can't eliminate you. You now have a hammer, and at any point between now and day 30, you can smash his heart, thus stealing the entire $300,000, but you don't have to, and then the prize will be split with the two of you.
At times, I felt like I didn't matter to anyone, I'll be honest.
I feel like I do want to be the one at the end.
Can you talk with me about that before doing that? It feels like you're against me.
This is not your game.
Everything I did say to you has been true. I swore on the Bible. I really am torn between all the situations because I don't have any ill will towards you. And same for you, Ashley. But it's one thing when someone volunteers to swear on the Bible, and it's another when you impose that on them.
Like Abby used like a swear on the
Yes,
Bible.
I swear. It's that one, I swear.
Okay.
And I felt like that was a manipulation tactic. And Ashley wanted her redemption story, like she's been through a lot.
You guys are gonna potentially get the last laugh.
Yes, we've made this plan since day 5.
I will not let him win for the officer match.
You said we don't owe anyone anything, and put myself first.
Abby, focus on yourself. Know that you deserve it and that you've done your part.
And I know that I am forgiven by God, and He knows my heart. The point is, I'm going to put myself first, and like you said, we don't owe anyone anything, and the last part is for Ashley. That's all I have to say.
This experience has been absolutely insane. You know, it's not easy being judged on your past. It's not fun going home right now with nothing, but it's what it is. I played, I lost. You just won $300,000.
Thank
you. You just won a ton of money. How's it feel?
It feels amazing.
What do you think you'll spend the money on?
Animal rescue. And then my niece and nephew. My nephew's your biggest fan, Collins.
Aww.
He's 8 years old.
Collins, thanks for watching the video. If you guys aren't already subscribed, we give random subscribers free iPhones all the time. Congrats on 300 grand.
Thank you.
The Canon EOS R50 Content Creator Kit contains the perfect camera and accessories for you to get started on your journey as a creator like me. You've got the microphone and the creator kit to improve sound pickup. And you got the tripod grip with a Bluetooth remote. Because the camera is so light, it's easy to take anywhere. You can take stunning photos or capture vertical or horizontal video. And don't even get me started on close-up demo mode. Check this out. It's perfect for things like showing off new gear, because as you get closer to the lens, the camera automatically adjusts the background, so you can stay clear up close. And autofocus does the same thing, but at a bigger distance to make sure you're always the star. And that's the EOS R50 Content Creator Kit.
Don't upload your videos to YouTube, upload to Restream, where we will live stream it to YouTube and all your platforms at once. Get ready for 5 times more engagement and views. Oh, the algorithms love streams and engagement, rewarding you with even more views. While you, sure that works, upload and stream from Restream.
At AT&T, everyone deserves our best deals, like the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra for $0 with Galaxy AI. New and existing customers can get the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra for $0 with eligible trade-in, any condition.
Let's get ready to DoorDash! Oh, the pie has been delivered straight to the face! Hope he likes it sunny side up. Add flour and we get a cake. Here he comes. Ooh, ice cold. That's what I call a smackdown! Booyah! Here's a man who got exactly what he ordered. When the bell rings, DoorDash is here.
I built a massive isolation chamber. And we're gonna see if these two strangers can survive in this chamber for the next 100 days. They have never met each other ever. Bailey, this is Susie. Susie, this is Bailey. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
If the two of you can survive the next 100 days in here, I will give you the $500,000 inside of this bowl. But if one of you leaves before the 100 days is up, you both get nothing. Alright, I think you guys understand the rules. Have fun.
Okay, bye.
This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
This is actually like an insane asylum.
They're currently looking at all the stuff we put in there. We gave them enough food for 100 days, which is healthy, but basically the exact same thing over and over again. We also gave them their own private bathroom, which comes with a shower, and obviously has no cameras inside, and a bed to sleep on. They have everything they need to survive 100 days. It's just a question of do they want it.
I got a comb. I don't know if I've ever combed my hair in my life.
See how they're both standing on different sides of the room? They're so awkward. When I had them take their blindfolds off, that was legitimately the first time they had ever met.
I just keep thinking of the feeling, like, of exiting.
Oh, yeah.
How good is that gonna feel? It's only 100 sleeps.
Only 100 sleeps.
And then the world will have just kept going. That's like what freaks me out.
The most interesting part of this experiment is that in this room, you have no idea what day or time it is. And already on night one, Susie and Bailey made the mistake of only sleeping for 2 hours. Which means they started their second day at 2:37 a.m.
I'm just gonna act like this is just the new normal.
Okay, what do you want to eat?
Are you feeling beef or chicken?
Chicken.
Chicken sounds great.
Not sickening. It's good.
As you can see, living inside a white cube is pretty boring. Besides eating the same thing over and over, time in the chamber consisted of two things. Trying to hide from the bright lights.
The lights are just so bright that we have to make these things to shield ourselves.
And desperate attempts to keep themselves entertained. Like on day 4, when they used the paper from their journals to make a deck of playing cards. See, making cards?
Alright, so I just finished my deck of cards. I think that they actually came out alright.
Which honestly looked pretty fun. So I made myself a $30,000 seat and joined in. On day 5, they made a sign-in sheet, which was really just an elaborate trick. What is this?
You have to sign our sign-in sheet.
Oh, these are our camera people.
Yeah, this is everyone that's come in today.
Wait a minute. You're having them do this so you can track the days and the time. Hold on, I need to borrow this.
No, I wrote the date. I wrote the date.
Which I gotta say was pretty smart. But by the time we got to day 7, anything considered smart was thrown out the window.
Bailey's lost it. He's whipping the poor.
Yeah, I bet he's never stood a chance. 5 more throws. But I only need 1. Let's freaking go, baby!
It's actually crazy to me that already on day 9 of this challenge, they're bored enough to expose the red line. That if they cross, they lose every dollar of their prize money. It is now day number 10. How you doing, Nolan?
Good.
And I got a pretty interesting offer.
Oh!
So it looks like they took the $500,000 and put $250 on her side and $250 on his to remind themselves of what's at stake. The whole door opening thing is so dramatic. How's it going? We're about to reveal the most interesting part of the challenge. I need you two to just face this wall.
They don't even know that there's a door back here.
Let's do this. This is our first time seeing the outside world in 10 years.
You are kidding me.
Yeah.
The sky.
Every 10 days, I will give you something that will make the challenge easier, but if you actually want it, you'll have to pay for it with some of your prize money. And first, for day 10, we're going to give you the option to buy a private chef. They'll cook you whatever you want between now and the end of the challenge for $50,000. Before you answer, if you want to give up some of your prize money, we're going to let you have a nice meal.
Use this as a floor for your imagination as to what you could be eating for 90 more days.
You are kidding me.
50 grand's a lot, though.
Okay, let's not think about it right now.
These look like some people that have only ate canned chicken for 10 days.
I love just looking at the sky.
You forget that they literally haven't seen the sun in 10 days.
Now I feel bad.
After eating this, the thought of that food is like grossing me out
it's
even worse.
Rough.
They're starting to talk about whether they should take it.
I don't know what to do.
This is a good first one to tempt us with.
Oh no.
Hey, Jimmy. All right, it's time for the decision. Would you pay $50,000 to have this for the rest of the challenge?
Nope.
I think we decided no.
Really? I honestly didn't think you guys would say no. I have another offer in 10 days. We'll see if you cave then. I really thought you were going to say yes. That was crazy.
Bye. I'm really curious about what the next
temptation is.
I know. But you know what? I'm proud of us for staying strong.
Good job.
And now with the chef gone, it seemed like Susie and Bailey were already starting to regret their decision.
Bon appetit. My favorite part is that you can hold it sideways. It stays on the plate.
The next few days were pretty mind-numbing for the both of them. Their routine consisted of waking up, cooking food, and then eventually just going back to sleep.
Man, the longer I'm in here, the more I feel like I'm sharing a space with an annoying sibling.
Talking about me.
Who else?
And even though they were getting used to each other, one thing they weren't getting used to were the constant beaming lights.
It's just so bright in there. I came to the bathroom because the light, you can keep it off, so it's nice and like dark in here.
Once it gets super late at night, I physically feel my eyes stinging just because of how bright the lights are in here.
And because it was so hard for them to get any sleep, I had the perfect offer planned for day 20. Congrats, you're 20% done. Are you two ready for the offer?
Yeah.
Your day 20 offer is simple. I will give you each a smart bed that are super comfortable and combined will cost $50,000 of your prize money. I will also give you this iPad with the ability to turn off the lights. Dang. They have exactly 1 hour to decide if they want to spend $50,000 of their prize money for these beds and the ability to turn off the lights.
The answer might be yes.
I haven't seen Susie this happy since we literally started the challenge.
Let's remember what we would have to live with if we don't say yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I think they're going to take it.
I think we should. It's only 10% of our money.
It's decision time. Your 1 hour is up. This is what your eyeballs could have, but if you say no, this is what you're stuck with. For 80 days straight, do you want these comfortable beds?
I'm actually okay with whatever you say.
5, 4,
Oh my gosh.
3,
I do whatever you say.
2,
Yes or no? Bailey, yes or
1. What's your decision?
no?
Really? Okay, well, I did not see that one coming.
I think I made a mistake, maybe.
Oh, what a heavy mistake.
I cannot believe you guys said no. I'll leave you alone for a couple of days. I hope you don't regret your decision.
Bye.
Bye.
I think we made the right decision. I can't believe that in the heat of the moment you said no.
Oh, I feel that slight regret right now.
I don't. I feel no regret in your decision.
So today I made my calendar and I was just writing my mom's birthday. It's gonna be tough on that day, I think. I'm so bored.
I think that we're hitting a point where boredom is at like an all-time high. I woke up this morning and didn't feel like doing anything, so I just sat there and stared.
What are you gonna do with this money?
I have a house. I was probably gonna pay a lot on the house.
Oh, that's awesome. I want to pay off my parents' debt. That would be like my ideal world.
Throughout the following days, I made sure to not interrupt their routine. However, I was also taking note of things they missed from the outside world. Like on day 24, when I overheard them wanting seasoning on their food.
Okay, if we had seasoning,
That's what I'm saying,
I could easily stay here 100
Yeah.
days.
On day 27, Susie was craving coffee.
I am a big coffee drinker, and I only have water.
And on day 28, Bailey clearly needed entertainment. So by day 30, I had the perfect plan to get them to spend money.
It's now day 30. That's time for another offer.
How's it going?
Hi.
Today's offer is simple. Each of these 5 items costs $10,000. You can buy one phone call, the entire Harry Potter collection, your own coffee machine, spices, salt, and pepper for your food, or you can buy Monopoly for $10,000. You can buy one of them, you can buy all 5 of them.
This is tough, actually.
If you have 10 minutes to decide, just let me know what you want.
I'm so nervous. This is a big decision.
Coffee. Ooh, it does sound kind of nice.
It does.
And then the seasoning.
Seasoning sounds nice too. I'm doing this one 1,000%, I'll be honest with you.
I don't really care about that.
Sick.
Coffee would be nice. It's like a treat every morning.
I've made my mind up.
Decision time. Are you buying Monopoly?
No.
God. Are you buying the spices?
No.
Are you buying the coffee?
Does it come with cream or sugar?
If you say yes in 3 seconds.
Yes.
Okay. Are you buying the Harry Potter book?
Yes.
Are you buying the phone calls?
No.
No.
We finally got you two to buy something. This feels good. It was a pleasure doing business. Thanks for taking our money.
Most expensive coffee maker in the world.
30 days in, we got something new. That's exciting.
We caved, you're welcome.
That's my closet. That's my bookshelf. I can stay there 7 days. And we still have $480,000. It's crazy.
Over the next few days, not a lot happened.
Already preparing a meal.
It's like being married.
The most interesting.
Holy shit. Alright, y'all. I'm done with this.